Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's blog and welcome to another reaction video series. So today's reaction video is going to be on Spider-Man is coming back to the MCU. And before I get into this, I would like to remind everyone that new videos we post up every Sunday and Monday. If you haven't seen any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of movie or TV show news released during the week that I wanted to cover. So those would be considered special videos. So now let's talk about this bit of news that Spider-Man is now coming back to the MCU. A few months ago, the Sony and Disney were going into some problems with a deal regarding about the merchandising of Spider-Man, and at one point Sony had stated, or Sony and Disney had both stated, that Spider-Man might not be in the MCU, and the fans like had a huge outcry about the whole thing. I even did a video about it the moment the news broke out, so if you want to check out my past video about my feelings about Spider-Man possibly being out of the MCU, check out my past video. But anyway, so today's news is that Spider-Man is going to be coming back to the MCU, which is awesome. So Disney and Sony were able to come up with a deal that would satisfy both sides, and I'm really happy about this news. I have complained before that if Spider-Man got taken out of the MCU, they were going to like drop a lot of storylines involving Spider-Man, especially after the ending of Spider-Man Far From Home, which I just recently saw, and I saw the way that movie ended on a huge cliffhanger, and I was like, well, if Spider-Man gets out of the MCU, how are they going to continue his story? This like it's obvious that the MCU had a lot of stories being told for Spider-Man, but if Spider-Man was going to get out of the MCU, then that there's all the stories about Spider-Man is going to be taken with him. And then there's also the fact that Spider-Man is so interwoven to the MCU at this point. Like he's good friends with Iron Man. He's been in a lot of Avenger movies, and taking out a character who was so crucial in all those movies, it's like you're gonna have a hard time explaining to the audience about why isn't Spider-Man in this universe. Not to mention you'd be losing out on a lot of stories you could tell with Spider-Man, and it's obvious at this point that the MCU have so many stories they want to tell with Spider-Man. So I'm glad that Spider-Man is back in the MCU, and I'm glad that Disney and Sony's not going to take him out of the MCU. So I'm glad they finally came to this deal to let Spider-Man stay in the MCU, and I can't wait to see more stories about Spider-Man in the near future. And there's actually going to be a third movie about Spider-Man being released in July 2021. So I'm really looking forward to the third movie for Spider-Man, and I hope that movie really continues Spider-Man's story through the MCU universe, and it's be interesting to see what kind of character Spider-Man would be from this point forward. So I'm really happy about this news, and let me know in the comments down below, have you heard the news about Spider-Man being put back into the MCU? And if you have, did you like the news? Did you hate the news? And what kind of stories do you hope the MCU could tell with Spider-Man beyond this point? Please feel free to comment down below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated any new videos I post up, and also like my Facebook page, Rabia's Blogs Best Comments, and also check out the new group on Facebook called Rabia's Blogs Reviews 2.0 group, where we talk about movies and TV shows and video games with other members, and you can go to the group and suggest movies and TV shows and video games you want me to review for the Reviews 2.0 series. Well, that's it for this video. This is Rabia's Blog, and I'll see you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, then I invite you to join the exclusive community over at my Patreon account. You will have the opportunity to chat about movies, TV shows, video games, and animation with me and other fellow patrons. Thanks for the support. You guys rock.